Good morning, everyone. I am Cyril-Monique Abeliar, and our topic is all about masonry materials. Have you ever wondered what makes buildings strong enough to stand for years, withstand harsh weather, and keep people safe? Behind every durable structure are masonry materials like bricks, concrete blocks, and stones, carefully chosen for their strength, reliability, and ability to support modern construction. For the introduction, masonry materials are essential components in construction due to their strength, durability, and wide range of applications. Clay bricks, concrete blocks, and stones are among the most commonly used masonry materials in both traditional and modern structures. Each material has unique properties, manufacturing processes, and uses that affect its performance in construction. This report presents an overview of these masonry materials to support proper material selection in building projects. So for our objectives, first is to identify the main types of masonry materials like clay bricks, concrete blocks, and stones. Second is to describe the manufacturing processes of each masonry materials. Third is to explain the key properties that affect the performance of masonry materials. Next is to discuss the common applications of masonry materials. So here are the types of masonry materials. First is clay bricks. Clay bricks are rectangular blocks of clay that are used for construction purposes. These bricks are made when clay, along with other materials like sand, is heated at high temperatures. Clay bricks are one of the most common masonry materials used in construction. They are rectangular blocks made mainly from clay, mixed with materials like sand. The mixture is then shaped and placed in a kiln where it is heated at very high temperatures. This heating process hardens the bricks, making them strong, durable, and suitable for building walls and other parts of structures. Under it are the types of clay bricks. First is Bourne clay bricks. Bourne clay bricks are made by molding clay and firing it in a kiln at high temperatures of about 900 to 1200 degrees Celsius. This firing process increases the strength, hardness, and durability of the bricks. So, Bourne clay bricks are created by shaping clay into blocks and then heating them in a kiln at very high temperatures. This intense heat transforms the clay, making the bricks much stronger, harder, and more durable than unbaked bricks. Because of these properties, Bourne clay bricks are widely used in construction, providing reliable support for walls and other structural elements. First-class clay bricks are considered the top quality option in masonry because they meet strict standards in shape, size, color, and surface finish. These bricks are carefully molded and then fired in a kiln, which ensures they are strong, dense, and durable. Their uniformity allows for neat and precise construction, making them ideal for permanent buildings and walls that carry heavy loads such as exterior and structural walls. Due to their strength and high durability, first-class bricks provide long-lasting support and a professional, finished appearance to any construction project. Next is ang second-class clay bricks. Second-class clay bricks are made using ground molding, which can result in slight variations in their shape, size, and color. They are not as strong as first-class bricks but still have moderate strength, making them suitable for walls that support some weight. These bricks are usually covered with plaster to give a smooth finish and protect them, making them a practical choice for general construction where appearance is not the main concern. Next is third-class clay bricks. Third-class clay bricks are poorly fired or underburnt, which makes them weak, less durable and prone to damage in damp conditions. Because of their low strength, they are not suitable for permanent or heavy load structures. These bricks are typically used for temporary buildings or low-cost construction projects where durability and long-term performance are not critical. The next one is the fourth-class clay bricks. Fourth-class clay bricks are overburnt during the firing process, which makes them hard but brittle, and often deformed or irregular in shape. Because of these weaknesses, they are not suitable for building walls or structures. Instead, they are usually crushed and recycled as aggregates, where they can be used in road construction, concrete mixes, and other non-structural applications. Next is engineering bricks. Engineering bricks are specially made high-strength clay bricks that are fired at very high temperatures. They are dense and have very low water absorption, which makes them resistant to moisture and chemicals. Because of these properties, engineering bricks are commonly used in foundations, damp-proof courses, retaining walls, and other structural parts of buildings where strength and durability are essential. The third one is facing bricks. Facing bricks are high-quality bricks used mainly for the exterior surfaces of buildings, where appearance matters. They are designed to be attractive with a range of colors, textures, and finishes, while also being strong and durable. These bricks resist weathering, moisture, and other environmental effects, making them ideal for walls, facades, and other visible parts of a structure that need both strength and a pleasing look. The fourth one is fire bricks, or also known as refractory bricks. Fire bricks, also called refractory bricks, are made from a special type of clay called fire clay. They are designed to resist extremely high temperatures without cracking or losing their strength. Because of this heat-resistant property, fire bricks are commonly used in places that experience intense heat, such as furnaces, kilns, fireplaces, and chimneys, where ordinary bricks would not be able to withstand the conditions. The fifth one is the special shaped clay bricks. Special shaped clay bricks are made in unique, non-standard shapes to fit particular design and construction requirements. They are used when regular rectangular bricks cannot achieve the desired structure, such as in arches, curves, corners, or decorative patterns. These bricks allow architects and builders to create detailed and visually appealing masonry while maintaining strength and stability in the structure. The manufacturing of clay bricks involves several key steps to turn raw clay into strong, durable building materials. First is mining and storage of raw materials. Clay and other materials like sand are extracted from the ground and stored for use. Second is preparing raw materials. The raw clay is cleaned, crushed, and mixed with sand or other additives to achieve the right consistency. The third one is forming the brick. The prepared clay is shaped into bricks using molds or extrusion methods. Fourth is drying. The formed bricks are dried to remove moisture, preventing cracks during firing. Fifth is firing and cooling. The dried bricks are heated in a kiln at high temperatures to harden them, then slowly cooled to retain strength. And last is dehacking and storing finished products. The bricks are sorted, any defective ones removed, and the good bricks are stored, ready for use in construction. Next is the properties of clay bricks. Clay bricks have several important properties that affect their performance in construction. First is durability. Bricks are strong and long-lasting, able to withstand weather, wear, and time. The next is color. The color of bricks depends on the type of clay and the firing process, affecting the appearance of the structure. Next is texture. Bricks can have smooth or rough surfaces, which influences plastering and aesthetic appeal. The next one is the size variation. Good quality bricks have uniform size, but some variation may occur, affecting construction accuracy. The next one is compressive strength. This measures how much weight a brick can bear without breaking, important for load-bearing walls. Next is absorption. Bricks can absorb water, and low absorption is preferred to prevent dampness and increase durability. The next one is the key applications of clay bricks. First is residential and commercial building. Next, for foundations and structural support. Next is for paving and landscaping. The other one is for architectural features and decoration. Next is for refractory or industrial lining, and lastly for environmental and renovation. Type of masonry materials is the concrete blocks. Concrete blocks, also called concrete masonry units or the CMUs, are building materials made by mixing Portland cement, water, and aggregates like sand, gravel, or crushed stone. They are precast into standard sizes and shapes, making them easy to use in construction. Concrete blocks are strong, durable, and versatile, and they are commonly used for walls, foundations, and other structural or non-structural parts of modern buildings. So here are the types of concrete blocks. First is solid concrete blocks. Solid concrete blocks are heavy, dense building units made of cement, sand, and aggregates with little to no hollow spaces. Because they are strong and durable, they are ideal for walls that support weight, building foundations, and retaining structures. Their solid structure also makes them resistant to fire and long-lasting in construction. The second type is the hollow concrete blocks. Hollow concrete blocks are building units made from cement, sand, and gravel, but they have empty cores or cavities inside. These hollow spaces make the blocks lighter, provide better thermal and sound insulation, and allow easy installation of pipes and electrical wiring. Because of these advantages, hollow blocks are widely used in residential and commercial buildings and offer a cost-effective solution for modern construction. So that's all for my part, and the next reporter will be the one discussing the remaining parts of our topic, masonry materials. Thank you.
Good day, everyone. I am Herlines Di Masurid, so I will be discussing the essential of concrete blocks and a bit of an introduction to stones in masonry. So, kani nga materials, common kay ni nato makitaan sa construction, pero let's look deeper into how they are made and why they are used. So, una kay manufacturing processes of concrete blocks. So, na siya upat, mixing, molding, and curing and cubing. First, let's talk about how concrete blocks are made. So, na siya upat, di ba? Una, mixing. Maoni ang start. Ginatimbang og tarong ang cement, sand, gravel, and water. So, kinahanglan sakto ang ratio para ligon ang block. So, ikaduha, molding. After mixing, ibubo na ang mixture sa molds. I-vibrate ni siya or i-press para mawala ang air pockets and mapurma ang shape sa block. Ang ikatulo, curing. Dili pasabot nga luto na, ready na. Kinahanglan ni siya ipahulay sa controlled temperature and moisture. So this is the most important part para makuha ang concrete ang iyang full strength. So the last one is cubing. Once hardened na, i-stack na sila into cubes or bundles para ready na i-ship or i-deliver sa construction sites. So properties of concrete block. So Sa properties niya na siya ay compressive strength, thermal insulation, sound insulation, fire resistance, dimensional stability, workability, moisture resistance, and versatility. Nganong favorite man ni gamiton sa mga engineers and architects? Is it because of its properties? Compressive strength, kaya niya mo handle og bugat nga load without breaking. So, insulation pod, maayo ni siya sa thermal or para dili kayo init sa sulod. And sound insulation para dili kayo saba. So, sa resilience, fire resistant ni siya and dimensional stability. Pasabot, dili-dali mo shrink or ma-expand ang iyang size. So, practicality, economical siya, barato ra, compared to other materials and versatile, meaning daghan kag mahimo ani. Key applications of concrete blocks: structural walls, foundations and basements, partition walls, retaining walls and landscaping, boundary walls and fences, industrial and agricultural storage, and infrastructure and security, and last is specialized structures. So, asa man nato ni kasagaran makitaan? Gigamit ni sa structural walls and foundations kay mao ni ang nag-carry sa weight sa balay. So, common pud ni siya sa retaining walls and landscaping sa mga park, even for infrastructure and security like barriers or boundary fences, concrete blocks, and go-to materials. Stones used in masonry refers to natural rock materials that are cut or selected for construction purposes. Stones have been used for centuries due to their strength, durability, and natural aesthetic appeal. Basically, ang stone masonry nagamit og natural rocks nga giputol or gipili selected para sa pagpanukod. Unlike bricks nga lutuon pa, kani sila kay i-quarry ra diretso gikan sa yuta. So, ang una kay ang common building stones, first is granite. Granite is an igneous type of stone. Granite is hard and durable. Also, it is available in many colors. Granites are used in construction work such as step walls, kitchen frames, or doors and windows, and etc. Ang granite, mo ni ang ligon nga version. Hard and durable kaayo ni siya. So, bagay kayo ni sa mga hagdanan, kitchen countertops, ug mga frame sa pultahan kay dili-dali mapaksit. So, ang ikaduha is limestone, sedimentary type of stone. It is consists of carbonate of lime. Its specific gravity is 2 to 275 and its compressive strength is 550 kg per square centimeter. So, ginihimo ni siya sa carbonate lime ug ang iyang compressive strength kay 550 kg per square centimeter. Medyo lighter ni siya compared sa uban. Marbles is a metamorphic. It is available in different colors. Its specific gravity is 2.65 and its compressive strength is 720 kg per centimeter. So, kaning marble, nindot kay ni siya og mga colors. So, kani po siya kay stronger than limestone kay 720 kg per square meter man. Mao ni ang paborito sa mga flooring o interior design kay hamis kayo tanawan. Ikaupat kay quartzite. Quartzite is a metamorphic type of rock. It is used in pitching work, rubble masonry, facing of building, and retaining walls. Quartzite texture is hard, brittle, and compact. Ang quartzite gahi brittle, dali mabuak if martilyuhon pero lig-on sa pressure o compact. So ginagamit ni sa rubble masonry o mga retaining walls. Ikalima kay slate. Slate is a metamorphic type of rock. Its specific gravity is 2.89 and a compressive strength is 770 kg per square centimeter to 2,110 kg per square meter. Slates are used for roofing purposes, damp-proof courses, and seals works, and etc. So, ang slate, grabe ang iyang strength range guys, 770 man to 2,110 kg per square centimeter. So, tungod kay nipis og lig-on, perfect ni siya sa roofing or atop or og damp proofing sa para dili sudlon og gumo. Sandstones is versatile, sedimentary masonry material composed of quartz of feldspar grains, valued for its earthy colors, durability, and ease of carving. So, commonly used for building facades, cladding, steps, and paving. It adds significant aesthetic and structural value to construction. So, ang sandstone, inihimo sa balas or quartz or feldspar grains. Earthy ni siya og color og dali ra i-carve og pormahon kay sikat ni sa mga facades or atubangan sa balay og paving. So, ang last is basalt. In masonry and construction, basalt is a dense, hard, dark-colored volcanic rock used for its extreme durability, high compressive strength, and resistance to weather, fire, and chemical erosion. So, ang basalt kay dark color og invisible. Iyang dating. Resistance ni siya sa fire, weather, o chemical erosion. Solid kay ni pagkabato. Ay, gahi yun. Is manufacturing processes of stones. Unlike bricks and blocks, stone is quarried directly from the earth, then cut or dressed into required sizes and shapes. Natural stone requires minimal processing besides cutting, dressing, and finishing before being set into place with mortar. Dili pareha sa hollow blocks nga na ay sagol-sagol. Ang bato kay natural ra jud siya. Mo ni siya ang una kay quarrying. So, kuhaon ang dako nga tipaka sa bato gikan sa bukid or yuta. Kaduha, cutting or dressing. Ikat siya sa saktong size ug pormahon para kini ang gitawag og dressing para nindot itapak sa bungbong. So, ikatulo, finishing, hamison og stack or texturan ang surface. Ang last is setting. Itaod na siya gamit ang mortar or semento nga naay balas. Stones are the OGs of construction. They are suitable because they require minimal processing compared to man-made materials. If gusto ka og balay nga mulungtad og centuries, stone is the way to go. So this is the property applications of building stone. So kini nga report mag-discuss kung nganong importante ang pag-check sa specs sa bato sa dili pa nato ni gamiton sa construction ug asa gini sila kasagaran mapuslan. So una ay sa dili pa ta mopalit og bato, kinahanglan hibaluta sa iyang physical o mechanical characteristics. Una kay compressive strength, iyang kalig-on sa pressure. Mao ni ang abilidad sa bato nga makasugakod og bugat nga load nga dili mabuak or madugmok. Importante ni siya sa mga foundations ug columns. Iya ang durability, pagkalungtad. Kini ang katakos sa bato nga mulungtad og dugay bisan pa sa init nga adlaw, kusog nga ulan ug hangin. Dili siya dali mapaksit or madugta. Katulo, porosity and water absorption or pagsuyop sa bato. Ang porosity nagpasabot kung unsa siya kadaghan ang gagmay nga buslot sa bato. So, itong mga pores. If ang bato dali ra musuyop og tubig, so high absorption siya. Delikado ni kay basin mag-moist, lumuton or mabuak kung mo-freeze ang tubig sa sulod. Kaupat, density or specific gravity iyang kabugat. Nagpakita kini kung ang unsa kasulid o compact ang bato. Usually kung mas dense ang bato, mas bugat ang ug mas lig-on ni siya. Kalima kay hardness or iyang pagkagahi. Mao ni ang resistance sa bato, garas or scratches. Importante kaayo ni siya sa mga flooring kay permi natong malaktan or madasmagan og furniture. So ang last kay texture and appearance. Iya ang hitsura og iyang texture. So nagdepende ni sa grain size iyang sa bato. Importante ni sa architectural, aesthetics. Gusto ba ta og hamis, polish, rough or crystalline nga look para sa atong design. Sa key application, asa ni nato siya gamiton? Tungod sa iya ang natural strength, daghan kaayo og gamit ang bato sa nagkada iyang field. Una, roads and infrastructure. So ginagamit ang mga crushed stones as base material sa mga kalsada or road base o relay sa tren. Sila ang nagdala sa load sa mga sakyanan. Ikaduha, flooring and paving. Sikat ang marble o granite para sa indoor flooring. Ang sandstone o basalt naman kay gamit sa mga outdoor walkways or pavements kay dili na sila slide-on nga klase. So ikatulo, interior and exterior finishing. Ginagamit sa cladding or panit sa bungbong aron nindot tan-awon ang facade sa building o para dugang protection sa structure. So next is roofing, yang at pag-atop. Ang slate ang bida diri. Tungod kay mapisi siya or nipis nga sheets, gigamit ni siya as tiles sa atop kay fireproof o waterproof. So next is landscaping. Para sa mga garden designs, waterfalls o decorative pathways, bato ang maghatag og natural vibe sa palibot. And next is industrial applications. Ang ubang bato gigamit sa factories. Example, limestones as flux sa paghimo og iron or quartz para sa paghimo og glass. So, ang last is monuments and sculptures. Since karaan pa, bato gyud ang gamit sa mga ribulto, mga historical landmarks kay timeless o dili-dali mapanas ang detalye. Ang iyang conclusion kay is masonry materials such as clay bricks, concrete blocks, and stones play an important role in construction based of their strength, durability, and versatility. Each material has its own manufacturing process, properties, and applications that influence how it is used in building structures. Understanding these materials helps engineers and builders choose the most suitable option for different construction needs, ensuring safety, efficiency, and long-lasting structures. To wrap it up, whether it's engineered efficiency of concrete blocks or the natural beauty of stones, both are essential in building strong and lasting structures. And that ends my report. Thank you.